Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel Read with Kim, and today I am extremely excited because I finished yesterday this book, which is Words of Radiance from Brandon Sanderson, and it is the second book of the series The Stormlight Archive. This book is huge. It's 1080 pages, and I finished it yesterday. I cannot wait to talk about this book with you guys. So I'm gonna start telling you what is the story about, then my opinion, and if I need to spoil something, I'm gonna give obviously a spoiler alert. However, in order for me to talk about this book, I have to spoil things that happen in the book number one. So just be aware of that. I read many comments and reviews about this book, and so many readers are saying that this book is like Cheyenne book, right? I don't think it's exactly her book. However, what I really feel is like Brandon Sanderson is giving more like power and connection, and we know more about the story of each of the characters. I feel like in the book number one, the Book of Kings, is more about Kaladin being a slave and what is happening, and we like kind of know a little bit from the liner. We know a little bit about Adalin. We kind of know a little bit about Cheyenne, Shasna, like just a little bit, but he's basically telling us the story. Well, this book, it's so emotional. Like this book has been so far, I like more this book than the first one, to be truly honest. And we are following the journey of Kaladin. We keep following him, and now Kaladin is no slave anymore. He became a soldier, and he is part of the Lanier soldiers, right? So him and his men, or the bridge number four, became part of the liners, and basically what they have to do is take care of him, like protect him, because what we all think is that, well, what we thought is that someone wants to kill the king, but apparently it's not really what it is. Basically, someone wants to kill the liner, and the reasons we don't know yet. There is a lot about the treason. We know more about Cyrus, and about Amaranth, which is a lord that he sold Kaladin to Sadeas when he was supposed to help him. So Kaladin feel this hate for Amaranth, and this character appears here. So I feel Brandon Sanderson really is putting all these characters into knowing what each of them want and fighting to each other, and we start like getting attached to a specific character, putting the true colors of each character. I love to see more about Aladdin, the Daliner's son, in this book. I feel I really enjoy so much having this kind of like competition between him and Kaladin, but at the same time, when two honor men, like when two men have like true honor and values, they have to become friends, even though they kind of at the beginning don't like each other because they have like this ego thing, and one is like dark-eyed and the other one is not. So they kind of playing racism a little bit, like, you know, you this and you have that. But at the same time, Kaladin is the one who really always shows support for Aladdin in the moments where it is needed. One of my favorite scenes in this chapter in this book is a fight when Aladdin is going to have this duel with one of the high prince, and Aladdin is really good on that. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna fight more. Just bring whoever you want with you. And this guy brings like three more people, and they was like, wait, why three? Because you never specify, right? So is this big chapter where Kaladin actually goes and fight for Aladdin, and it's really emotional because nobody protected Aladdin as Kaladin did, and Kaladin also is fighting with his hate for Amaranth and his like hunger of vengeance. And it's a lot of life lessons, because when we also understand and know, and I was like, basically, yes, you have to commit vengeance. At the same time, that feeling of vengeance is sabotaging a lot of things that they can accomplish um, in order to have like this kingdom together. Now we see here another characters. We started knowing more about Seth. We started knowing more about the boy builders, which are the apparently those kind of. I still don't get exactly what happened. Apparently, it's like characters who come in to kill everyone and they have a specific time to kill them, and on top of that they have to make all the the kingdoms together, because at this point the high princes and the high lords are don't liking each other, and the new king is like nobody really likes him because he became the king just because his dad was killed, and it was a lot. So this book is really a lot. We know way more about Shajan, and I'm gonna spoil something. So, well, not really. Someone gets killed in a very early in this book, really early in the chapters, and it was like an important character. So that's why I feel Shajan became way more strong than it was. Her character and the story became playing a role way more important and way more like strong than it used to be because of the death of this character. And remember that she was to be supposed married with a Dolin, and she also has her own motives to be married with Aladdin, because what she wants is kill the debt that her family has. So she feels like, okay, marrying this Dolin high prince, I can get forgiveness for this debt that my family has. So it's a lot. And also Kaladin is like, do I trust her? Do I don't trust her to be married with Aladdin? It's a lot. I feel the story of the Stormlight Archive gets a lot of sense in this book, way more than the first one. The first one for me was good, but this one is very good. It's way longer. Um, I like it. However, I have to say, Brandon Sanderson and their archive Stormlight Archive books are really epic. They're really chunky. It's a story that I do not recommend going through all the books at the same time, one to another, to another, to another, because it's really chunky. And in some point, you're gonna get like, I'm done with this. You're gonna get lost in the story. You're gonna get lose the, the taste, the beautiful taste that this story has. So, and he even say it. So he recommends, and I recommend too. I cannot be more agree with him than take a breaks between books, read the king, the first one, and then take a break, and then read the other one, which is this one, and then take a break, read another one, and then come back to this, because the Stormlight Archive is not like Mistborn with three books. They're like not really like big, and the story is really fast paced. This one is not fast paced. You have to invest time. You have to know the characters. You have to like have information. Sometimes there's a lot of characters. Sometimes a lot of power, and you get lost. You get like, what is happening? It's going like this. But once you get into the story, you're gonna enjoy and you're gonna understand why it was necessary to go through those slow chapters. I always say the big amazing stories has some slow moments, because we have to go through that in order to get to the amazing um, you know strength of the story, what I mean. So I really like this book. I give definitely 5 stars. I was not disappointed at all. I also read some reviews of my fellow in that this is the most popular and the best one and the super fast pace. I don't know. I haven't read 3, 4, and 5. I'm on my way to. I'm not gonna read it right now. I'm taking a break from Stormlight Archive, but definitely this is 5 stars. I wish I could have a movie or TV show from this story. I compare this story with Game of Thrones. It's really similar, but at the same time, this is more like fantasy, and Kaladin and Aladdin. I just love that connection and friendship they're getting here, even though they started from hating each other, and knowing our ambition and what is going to happen. And it's just a lot. I really enjoy this book. I give, as I said, 5 stars. I really appreciate fantasy books like those. Epic fantasy, 100%, 100%. Here, it's fights, kingdoms, Trajan, high princess, high lords, politics, a lot. And also, one of the best friends of Kaladin is trying to kill the king. And he has to face this of like, do I tell the king or do I protect my friend and try to convince him what he's doing is wrong? And also Kaladin is fighting along with his mental ghost about vengeance. It's just well done. This book is well done. So definitely 5 stars. Give it a try. Take time, have patience, and yes, you need to read number one and then number two. I would not recommend at all read just in a different order. Go by one and then read this. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I am very excited. I still have hangover of this book. I still have like, I don't know. I have so many facts that I want to read, but I don't know if I'm ready because this gives me. And I'm also going to show you something really, really quick. I know I'm leaving, but those illustrations are so good. I'm assuming this is like Cheyenne. I think she's Cheyenne because she's so beautiful. But anyway, thank you so much, and I'm going to see you next time with a new book.